Welcome back. Joe Blasco here with our third alumni show. We were talking, girls, about HD and all sorts of technical things, but let's go away from that for a second. Let's talk about the inspiration now. Why did you want to get into makeup? What is it about makeup that made you to go to Donna and say, I want to be a makeup artist?
I started in high school. I did everybody for their dance, all my friends. I did all their makeup, and then when I found out that she was so into it, and I was like, maybe I should actually start working harder and actually, if it's my dream, maybe work on it more, So then I called her and I asked her what would be a good way to start, school-wise and everything, and she recommended your school and everything. So I went here, and it wasn't even like school to me. It was probably the funnest time I've ever had, and then just watching the show and whatever, I don't know, it was just something that I always wanted to do. So.
Yes. I'm so happy to see such a vibrant young person that has so much enthusiasm and love for the profession as she does. Obviously, you've just taken that and passed it right down to her.
It must have just went through there.
Huh?
I don't know.
She didn't even know I really
I didn't know, like I said earlier.
You didn't know?
No, she used to do her friends as a little girl, and their hair and they were always in the bathroom, all her little friends. She lives in Orange County. So I would be down there and watch this, and I didn't think anything of it.
Yes.
It wasn't until she graduated high school when her mother made the phone call and she said she's interested in makeup. I go, really? So she went to Joe, and here she is. And she's good.
Yes. Well, I can see that by the way she does her own makeup.
Yeah, you can see.
Angela, let me ask you this. You're young, right? And obviously you're very influenced by the makeups that you see being done on the younger celebrities of the day. In what way do you take that kind of makeup style or trend and incorporate it into what you do every day on General Hospital? Or can you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I've done one main person that I really do. She likes certain things, but I've added because of what we have on the show, using your makeup and everything, and I've added stuff maybe more shimmery stuff or whatever to make them feel like it's more. I don't know. It's difficult, but by looking at the magazines, I know what to use and how to use it.
Yes.
But I also still incorporate with your makeup because that's what I've learned.
Yes.
And so I kind of just mix and match.
It's kind of the foundation for everything that you do.
Yeah,
And then you can always design, add more. Let me ask you this, Donna. When you said shimmery, what do you think of all this shimmery iridescence and sparkles that they want to sprinkle all over their shoulders and their face? What's it look like on camera?
I don't like it.
But what's it look like on camera?
Grease.
It looks like they're perspiring, doesn't it?
Most of the time, they look very spritzy.
And I when I look at it, being from the old school, I look at it and I go, whoa, she looks like she's perspiring. But I suppose
it's
those who have grown up in an understanding and knowing that trend, style, and type of makeup application, look at it and go, oh, she's iridescent. They've got little sparkles on her. But I still can't get, to me, it's distracting.
I think it's very distracting. And a lot of them like it, which...
How do you handle that?
Well, right now, in the last, I would say 3 years, I'm pretty laxed about it all, because as long as I'm not getting complaints, and they're happy with what they see.
Do you explain during production meetings that this is a makeup that is a trend makeup, or it's a mode of the day type makeup?
As producers have come through there, I go with the trend, if that's what they want. I give them the pros and cons. It's their show. I'll do whatever you want. I have my ideas of what I like. I call myself old-fashioned. I still believe in the 80s. I still believe in how you've been taught makeup, and I will never change. You're not going to convince me that the iridescence, the greasy lips that look like they've all had fried chicken.
Yeah, right.
And, it's just, to me, it's not pretty.
Right.
But I'm old-fashioned.
Well, I don't know if that's being old-fashioned. I think that's just having good taste and understanding where things fit and where they don't.
True, but if you also don't have good lighting,
you would think that by now, the people who are doing lighting would know not to put lamps that are overhead I mean, that's going back to the 1940s when everything was fluorescent in the ceiling overhead, or Klieg lights, you know. They create big shadows under the eyes.
Shadows everywhere. I've been fighting, I would say, with the show, producers after producers, and then they leave it up to the lighting directors.
Right.
We've had the same lighting directors. I can adjust, you can adjust, they can adjust when we're doing makeup to any lighting,
Yes.
if we have to, or what the set is, or the color of the wardrobe.
Right.
But on a consistent basis overall, if it's not lit properly, which
Yes.
9 times out of 10, it's not great.
You know what I noticed at our main studios
Mm-hmm.
in Orlando, Florida, in my production office? I have 4 monitors: ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox. And we switch the Fox around to other channels when we want to see other things. But ABC, NBC, and CBS stay the same all the time. And when at one time during the day, I can see all the soaps, all the daytime dramas from each of the networks. And one thing that I noticed that's consistent with all of them is the fact that they all look like somebody turned out all the lights. They're very, very dark.
Correct.
So how do you adjust your makeup application to work well
I can't.
in no light?
I can't, because that's what I complain about. I'm like, dark sets, dark sets, dark sets. Everyone looks like they don't look good. Just here alone, I'm looking at, we have nothing standing in front of a set.
Yeah.
Of course, we have cameras that move around.
Right,
Those
exactly.
4 cameras, which
Right.
I understand they get in the way. They have no floor lights. Everything is strictly overhead,
Yes.
and they have no fillers that can be hung, which we used to have.
Yes.
All fillers across, hanging at the bar.
Yes.
Then they use the excuse the sets are too high. So then the bars can't be low, or the booms are in the way.
Right.
Well, they're not in the way. It's always an excuse.
Well, obviously, this is a real pet peeve for you.
It's a huge pet peeve.
Yeah.
And in a few weeks, I'm really challenged because most of our vets will be in on the first day of HD.
Yes.
For the first time, we're going to see, but I'm going to do 80s makeup
Yes.
and see what happens.
Right.
And take it from there.
Just keep it consistent. Make sure it's well blended.
Oh, well blended.
And it'll be
But it's
fine.
all our vets with lots.
I love it. What an adventure that's going to be.
I have 8 women, and they're all our veterans. You know, back to your Leslie Charles,
Oh,
Jackie
yes.
Siemens,
Yes.
Constance Towers.
Yes.
I can keep going.
What's happening with Luke and Laura these days?
I'll have Luke too. Laura's not there, but we'll have Luke too. He's great.
Yeah.
He's
He was away for
still
an
there.
awful long time.
Yeah, he has another home in Amsterdam.
I see.
And he goes there. He's there right now.
Amsterdam, I love it.
Actually, no, he's doing a Broadway thing right now, a musical.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a week off. He's going to go to Amsterdam. Anytime he can get to Amsterdam, he's there.
Right,
Now, he doesn't get called Luke there.
Exactly. That's honestly, I'm surprised that he doesn't, because they see this all over the world.
Yeah, nothing in Amsterdam.
Oh, really?
That's why he made that his second
Oh,
home.
I see.
Yeah, he had one tourist that came into one of the tea shops there one time, and we're talking. Oh, you Luke, you Luke, you Luke. He looks at them, and he's now can speak their language too. And he goes, Luke, what are you talking about, Luke, Luke? So anyway.
I remember when Luke and Laura got married. It was
yeah.
short. It was shortly
That was a great
after. It was
wedding.
right after I had left ABC, and it was the big soap opera event, daytime drama event.
It was huge.
It was really something. It was an amazing thing.
All over
to
the
watch.
news.
Yeah, it was. That it was. A first of its kind. All right, we're gonna stop right now, and we're gonna be right back. Don't you go away. Don't touch that mouse, as Kelsey Fry says, because we're gonna be here just for you in 1 minute.